You know exactly what would help you. And you're doing everything except that. The conversation you need to have. The boundary you need to set. The appointment you've been meaning to book. The mess you need to look at, in your inbox, your bank account, your relationships, your room, your own mind. You can name the things that would actually change something. Move your body. Answer that email. Apply for that job. Leave that situation. Start therapy. Stop texting them back. And yet, somehow, hours go by. Cut to, you on the couch, your to-do list open in one tab, 3 videos deep into something you don't even care about in another. You tell yourself you're just taking a break before you start. The break stretches into the whole evening. Or you stand in the kitchen, knowing you should cook something real, scroll past recipes, and then eat whatever is easiest while half watching something in the background. You're not satisfied. You're not rested. You're just avoiding. You have conversations in your head that never leave your mouth. You imagine yourself saying, I can't keep doing this, or, this isn't working for me, and you feel a strange mix of relief and panic. In reality, you smile, nod, say, it's fine, don't worry. Your phone's full of tiny symbols of postponed life. Unread messages from people you care about. Unsent drafts of things that matter. Saved posts about changing your habits, healing, getting your life together, that you never quite apply. It's not that you don't know what to do. If anything, you know too well. You've consumed all the advice, watched the videos, liked the quotes. You lie in bed at night thinking, if I just did these 3 things consistently, everything would be different. And yet, when tomorrow comes, something in you quietly walks around those 3 things like they're a hole in the ground. From the outside, it looks like self-sabotage. From the inside, it feels like being trapped behind an invisible glass wall, the life you could have on one side, your feet glued to the floor on the other. You tell yourself you're weak, undisciplined, scared of success, scared of failure. But the truth is softer and more complicated. You're not avoiding these things because they wouldn't help you. You're avoiding them because, somewhere deep down, change itself began to feel dangerous. This didn't start with adulthood. It started in the rooms where you first learned what happens when you try to change something. Maybe as a child you tried to fix the atmosphere. You cleaned your room hoping a parent would finally be pleased. You brought home a good grade hoping it would stop the tension. You were extra sweet, extra quiet, extra helpful, tiny acts of self-improvement offered like gifts. Sometimes it worked for a moment. A smile. A thank you. A pat on the head. And then the bar moved. Next time, try even harder. You did well, but you could have. Or the mood in the house didn't change at all. Cut to, you, small, standing in the doorway with your report card or your drawing or your shining effort, and nothing really shifts. Inside, your body learns something it never forgot. Trying doesn't guarantee safety. Sometimes trying just exposes you to more disappointment. Your nervous system was quietly studying attachment styles without the language. It watched what happened when you spoke up, when you asked for something, when you failed, when you succeeded. It kept a careful tally. When do they pull closer? When do they pull away? If every attempt to improve led to more pressure, more expectations, more criticism, or simply no real response, change started to feel expensive. Doing well meant the bar rising again. Doing badly meant shame. So a strange equation formed in your body. Doing nothing hurts, but doing something might hurt more. As you grew older, the fixes became bigger. Talking about your feelings. Setting a boundary. Saying, this isn't working for me. looking honestly at money, health, love, work. You've seen what happens when people rock the boat. Fights, cold silences, doors slamming, people leaving. Or worse, nothing changes and you're left feeling foolish for having hoped. Cut to teenage you, rehearsing a speech in your head, then swallowing it. Adult you, typing a long message and saving it in drafts. Your thumb hovers over send, but your chest tightens, as if that tiny motion might detonate your whole life. This is where avoidance stops looking like laziness and starts looking like protection. Your system has linked certain actions, the ones that could fix things, with danger, conflict, exposure, responsibility you're not sure you can hold. So now, when you think about making that call, booking that appointment, ending that pattern, a quiet alarm goes off inside you. Not loud enough to scream, but strong enough to steer you toward anything else, the scroll, the snack, the distraction. Anything that feels safer than taking the risk of really trying this time. This is where something in the pattern quietly starts to show itself. You're sitting at your desk, staring at the email you should answer. You know that sending it would actually make your life easier. But your fingers hover, your chest tightens, and somehow you end up checking the weather, then your messages, then a random search you don't even care about. On the surface, it looks like you're running away from responsibility. Underneath, your body is remembering every time trying harder only led to more pressure, more criticism, more waiting for a response that never came. What people call self-sabotage is often this. A younger part of you stepping in and saying, I know what happens when we put our heart into something. Let's not do that again. You feel it when you open the therapy website, fill your name into the form, then close the tab for later. You feel it when you calculate your expenses, feel a wave of dread, and shut the banking app before you finish. You feel it when you start typing, we need to talk, then delete it and send a meme instead. Avoidance becomes a way of delaying the moment when reality might confirm your fears. That you're not enough, that nothing changes, that you're alone in this. So your system chooses a strange kind of safety. Staying in the problem you already know, instead of risking the pain of seeing whether it can actually shift. The beginning of change here is not a dramatic turnaround. It's a slightly different honesty. You notice the moment you dodge the thing that would help. You catch yourself closing the tab, erasing the message, walking away from the small action that could move something by 1 inch. And instead of calling yourself useless, you quietly think, of course I'm scared. Last time I tried, it hurt. That sentence doesn't make you move. But it makes you kinder to the part of you that has been hitting the brakes. One evening, you might be sitting at the kitchen table with your laptop open, cursor blinking on a half-written email. The same glass wall is there. Your heart is still pounding. Only this time, you don't look away from how much you want things to be different. Maybe you still close the laptop. Maybe you don't send it. But the desire to save your own life is no longer invisible. It's sitting right there with you, at the table. And then, on some unspectacular day, you find yourself in the same position, phone in hand, appointment page open, or message drafted, and for a reason you can't fully explain, your finger doesn't pull back. You click confirm. You press send. You let one small action cross the old line. Nothing is magically fixed. You're still afraid. You're still tempted to disappear. But in that tiny movement, a new pattern quietly appears. It's not that you finally know what would help. It's that, for once, you didn't walk away from your own chance to be helped.